Chapter 761 And Tai, what the hell are you doing? Hey! My master kicks me when he gets angry. Can't you try something new? I'm a little tired of it. Seeing Yi Feng posing for a shot, the little yellow dog shook his head helplessly, then lay down directly, raised his big meat piece, and prepared to be kicked. Fuck. So skilled? Seeing this scene, the flying pig on the side was stunned. It never thought that with just one move by Yi Xiao, the little yellow dog could immediately make the corresponding posture. Or maybe it said that brother dog is the leader of the robbery group. This reaction speed is really too fast. After recovering from his shock, the flying pig looked at the little yellow dog with admiration. Bang! With a muffled sound, the little yellow dog was kicked out by Yi Feng. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing today's wasteful product. Reward 500,000 wasteful points, reward 100 small bottles of demystified divine dew, and reward a breakthrough in a small realm. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing a random task. Reward 3 million wasteful points, reward a breakthrough in a small realm, reward a random breakthrough scroll *1. After the little yellow dog was kicked away, the system's reward prompt sound also rang continuously in Yi Feng's mind. Boom! Boom! Then, 2 breakthrough auras burst out directly from Yi Feng's body, allowing his cultivation to break through from the 5th level of the Divine Emperor realm to the 7th level of the Divine Emperor realm. As for Yi Feng's breakthrough, the 4 robber beasts did not react much after seeing it, because they had long been accustomed to Yi Feng's normal breakthrough method. There is nothing special about other rewards. But what is this demystified divine dew? Hearing the system reward prompt sound in his mind, Yi Feng directly checked the information of demystified divine dew. Tuixuan divine dew, a unique natural treasure in the Tiandao battlefield. Once taken, the physical strength will increase rapidly in a short period of time. The more you take, the more terrifying the physical strength will be, and it will not cause any damage to the body. Fuck. It can increase physical strength, and there are no side effects. This thing is really strong. After learning about the situation of Tuixuan divine dew, Yi Feng also showed a touch of surprise. No. The system is playing a lot now. Every time I introduce an item, it's not comprehensive. Who knows what other effects this thing may have that I don't know about. Thinking of this, Yi Feng prepared to go back to the palace gate and ask the palace master. The 4 robber beasts. We should go back to the palace gate. Then, Yi Feng directly activated a designated space portal, and then took the 4 robber beasts directly into the portal. Xinghuan Mountain, at the foot of the mountain. Fuck. Isn't this Tianmiao Lingjiao? And Tai, you took this thing out, aren't you afraid that your father will beat you to death? Seeing the 10 jars of fine wine that Tai took out, Dian Sec's Grand Elder Lin Yu also asked with surprise. Xiao Lin. Is this wine precious? Hearing this, Zhu Shan on the side also asked with curiosity. Brother Zhu. This Tianmialing wine can be said to be an extremely expensive fine wine. I don't know the specific brewing method. However, as far as I know, there are not many of this kind of wine in Tianmiao Pavilion. It is definitely one of the fine wines at the bottom of Tianmiao Pavilion. Hearing Zhu Shan's question, Lin Yu also hurriedly explained. That's right. This Tianmialing wine, even in our Tianmiao Pavilion, there are only 11 jars. This time I brought 10 jars, just to give to the 5 seniors, and I hope the 5 seniors don't dislike it. At this time Tai also smiled and expressed his thoughts. Give it to us? Tai, do you have something to ask us? Hearing this, Lin Yu looked at Tai and asked. Senior Lin. Actually, I also want to join the Xinghuan Palace. So, can I stay at the foot of this mountain? Hearing Lin Yu's question, Tai directly told his true purpose. You are not the young pavilion master, but you want to come here to join the Xinghuan palace? Are you crazy? After hearing this, Lin Yu also asked back with a surprised look on his face. I am crazy? You three are not the great elders, but you come here too? What's the matter? You just do whatever you want, but I am crazy? Hearing Lin Yu's words, the corners of Entai's mouth twitched directly. Okay. I don't know what you're thinking. But if you want to stay here, my words won't work. It depends on what Brother Zhu wants. At this time, Lin Yu also flattered Zhu Shan. After all, Zhu Shan was the leader of the 5 tigers. I really didn't expect it. I didn't get into the Xinghuan palace. But I'm getting better and better down here. Hearing Lin Yu's words, Zhu Shan beside him also revealed a smug look, and then directly said, Entai, since you want to stay, then stay, but in the future, some of the chores at the foot of our mountain will be handed over to you. Thank you, Senior Zhu, for giving me this opportunity. I will definitely perform well in the future. Hearing Zhu Shan's words, Entai also responded excitedly, but in his heart he wanted to cry without tears and thought, I originally wanted to go to Xinghuan Palace to be a chores. Who would have thought that I would have to be a chores at the foot of this mountain before I even went to Xinghuan Palace? It's too difficult to join Xinghuan Palace. After a moment. Brother Zhu. What are the 2 pots in this hut used for? After a while, Entai came out of the public hut with 2 glazed yin and yang pots, and looked at Zhu Shan and asked, curiously. What are they for? Don't you recognize these 2 pots? These 2 pots are glazed yin-yang pots. Hearing Entai's question, Zhu Shan, who was lying on a rocking chair basking in the sun, also responded casually. What? Is this the glazed yin-yang pot? Didn't they say there are only 5 in the entire God realm? We have 2 now? After hearing Zhu Shan's words, Entai also exclaimed in shock, and then he became even more playful, constantly tossing the 2 glazed yin-yang pots back and forth in his left and right hands. Fuck. Entai, what the hell are you doing? Who told you to toss it back and forth? At this moment, Zhu Shan, who was lying on the rocking chair, stood up in shock after seeing this scene, and then yelled at Entai. Brother Zhu. Don't worry. I'm very stable, and I will never let any glass yin-yang pot fall to the ground. Hearing Zhu Shan's roar, Entai, who didn't know why, also assured him with a confident face. Chapter 762, I still like your unruly look before. Damn stable? Also, am I worried about whether it will fall to the ground? I'm worried that you won't be able to tell which one is on the ground and which one is hanging on the wall. Hearing Entai's answer, Zhu Shan's mouth twitched with anger. Hearing the sound, the 3 elders of Dian sect, Lin Yu, Qi Jia, Ma Wenshan, and Zhu Shan's disciple Qin Ziheng, all came out of their wooden houses. When they saw Entai playing with 2 glass yin-yang pots, they all stood there in a daze. Something's wrong? Why are they looking at me with strange eyes? I just threw a pot for fun, why is there such a big reaction? Noticing that everyone looked at him with strange eyes, Entai was also panicked. He didn't understand why everyone had such a big reaction after throwing a few pots. Entai, I ask you, can you still tell which pot is on the ground and which pot is on the wall? At this time, Zhu Shan, who tried to calm himself down, also looked at Entai and asked. No. These 2 pots are the same, and I have been throwing them for so long, how can I still tell them apart? Besides, who cares which one is on the ground and which one is on the wall, just put it wherever you want. Entai, who knew nothing, also responded casually. Put it anywhere? The glazed yin-yang pot hanging on the wall is a water purification pot used for washing hair, feet and bathing. The glazed yin-yang pot on the ground is a urinal used for urinating. You want us to put it anywhere? Hearing in Tai's words, Zhu Shan was so angry that he cursed directly. This is a glazed inyang pot. As a result, you either use it to wash your feet, take a bath, or use it for urinating? Although I know you are a spendthrift, you can't be so wasteful. After knowing this situation, Tai was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that a treasure of this level would be used for urinating. Wait a minute. 5 brothers, I really don't know this situation. So, can you spare me this time? Seeing the 5 people on the opposite side all holding long sticks and walking towards him, Tai panicked and then shouted. Is this the Xinghuan Palace where the master is? At this time, Li Qi, who came to Xinghuan Mountain, was full of curiosity. He really wanted to see what kind of palace gate his arrogant master was. Huh? Who are those people? What are they doing there? At this time, Li Qi noticed that 5 men holding long sticks were chasing a young man and beating him wildly not far away, and a look of doubt appeared on his face. Everyone. Excuse me. Is this Xinghuan Mountain? Although he didn't know what these people were doing, Li Qi still walked over and asked. Newcomers again? After hearing Li Qi's words, everyone stopped, and Tai, who had been beaten into a pig's head, looked at Li Qi with gratitude. Although he didn't know who the other party was, he knew that if it weren't for the other party's appearance, he might have been beaten to a pulp. That's right. This is Xinghuan Mountain. Who are you? At this time, Zhu Shan also took out the style of the leader of the 6 tigers and looked directly at Li Qi and asked. My name is Li Qi. Yi Feng is my master. I came here to find my master. Hearing Zhu Shan's question, Li Qi immediately explained his identity. Master? Is this Guy Yi Xiao's direct disciple? After learning Li Qi's identity, the 6 people showed a touch of shock, and Zhu Shan also reacted quickly. He ran to the side and took his rocking chair behind Li Qi, and then said to Li Qi with a flattering face, It turns out to be the eldest brother, come on, please sit down. Huh? What's the situation? This guy was not like this just now. Why are you so polite to me all of a sudden? Seeing Zhu Shan, who seemed to have changed into a different person, Li Qi also showed a touch of confusion. Big brother. You've been traveling for so long, are you exhausted? When Li Qi was still confused, Zhu Shan immediately squatted down and massaged Li Qi's legs very skillfully. Senior. Don't be so polite to me. I'm a little panicked. To be honest, I still like your rebellious look before. Seeing Zhu Shan directly massaging his legs, Li Qi was also inexplicably panicked, and then quickly spoke out. Big brother. I'm not some senior. Just call me Xiao Zhu. Hearing Li Qi's words, Zhu Shan responded with a flattering look, and then briefly explained the situation of the 6 of them. So they want to join the Xinghuan Palace. That's why they live at the foot of this mountain and wait for an opportunity. After understanding the situation of the 6 people, Li Qi also asked with a curious look, By the way, I just saw the 5 of you beat him up, why? Mr. Li. You don't know. Tai, this kid, actually confused our water purifier and urinal. To be honest, beating him up is a light punishment. Hearing Li Qi's inquiry, Zhu Shan immediately explained, and also briefly explained the situation that the water purifier and urinal are both glass yin and yang pots. Just because of this? If you mix it up, can't you just throw it away and change it? Although it is a glass yin and yang pot, it is nothing in the eyes of my master. After knowing all the situations, Li Qi also casually gave a solution. If you mix it up, you have to throw it away? That's the glass yin yang pot. Does your master know that you are such a spendthrift? Hearing Li Qi's words, the 6 people looked at each other and all showed a bitter smile. Although they knew that if they wanted to join the Xinghuan Palace, they had to learn to spend money, but they couldn't spend money so much without any bottom line. 5 brothers. Or the eldest brother can become Yi Xiao's personal disciple. This guy is really good at spending money. Compared to him, we are so much worse. At this time, Tai suddenly thought of something, and then used his spiritual sense to transmit his thoughts to the 5 people. Huh? What are you all doing here? At this time, as a space crack appeared here, Yi Feng and the 4 robber beasts walked out from it. When Yi Feng saw the people gathered here, he also asked, curiously. Disciple Li Qi. Greetings to the master. After seeing Yi Feng, Li Qi quickly stood up from the rocking chair, and then shouted to Yi Feng respectfully. Li Qi. I didn't expect you to come so soon. Just right, I'll take you back to the palace gate later. Speaking of this, Yi Feng noticed the pig-faced Tai, and then looked at the others and asked, everyone, who is this person? Chapter 763. Is it your concern that has gone astray, or is it my thoughts that have cheated? Young Master Yi. Me. And Tai. Hearing what Yi Feng said, Tai also hurriedly explained his identity with a crying voice. What? Are you Tai? Aren't you in Tianmiao Pavilion? Why are you here? After learning the other party's identity, Yi Feng also asked with surprise. I was beaten like this. You don't care who beat me, but why I am here? Is your concern cheating, or is my idea cheating? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Tai felt wronged and wanted to cry. He thought he would get a warm concern, but who would have thought that he would get a question full of doubts? Young Master Yi. Because I want to join the Xinghuan Palace, I came here. I will behave well here, like my 5 brothers, and wait for opportunities silently. Although Yi Feng's words hurt Tai's heart, Tai still answered immediately. Huh? You don't want to be the young pavilion master, but you want to join my Xinghuan Palace? Are you crazy? Hearing Tai's words, Yi Feng also said with surprise. Look, look, look. What did I say? Young Master Yi, I just said that to him, but he refused to listen and said he wanted to join the Xinghuan Palace. No matter how we persuaded him, it was useless. Lin Yu, who was standing aside, heard what Yi Feng said and hurriedly stepped forward and scolded Tai. You still have the nerve to criticize others? You 3 are good elders, but you have to come to Xinghuan Palace to be errand boys. I feel that your illness is more serious than his. Hearing Lin Yu's words, Yi Feng also complained with a black face. It's right. You are double standard. You said that I have a brain disease. You were scolded by Master Yi this time. Tai, who was standing aside, was so happy when he heard Yi Feng's scolding of Lin Yu. Okay. If you want to stay, then stay. After all, this is your freedom. Speaking of this, Yi Feng changed the subject and looked directly at Tai and asked curiously, but who beat you like this? It's them. Each of them took a stick and beat me like this alive. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Tai also cried with a face full of grievance. Why did you beat him? Hearing this, Yi Feng also looked at the 5 people with curiosity and asked. Master Yi. You don't know. This bastard is just playing with the pot. It's fine to just toss the pots for fun, but you can't tell which is which after playing. You know, the 2 glassy nyong pots, one is a water purification pot, and the other is a urinal. Now he messed them up, and we don't know how to use them. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Zhu Shan immediately explained. If you can't tell them apart and don't know how to use them, just throw them away. Why don't you just throw them away and ask me for a new set? What does our palace uphold? It's to be a spendthrift. If you don't spendthrift, and he doesn't spendthrift, then who will? If this goes on, won't our palace slowly decline? After knowing the real reason, Yi Feng also looked at Zhu Shan and scolded him. If we don't spendthrift, will our palace slowly decline? Even if it declines for 10,000 years, it's probably 10,000 times stronger than any overlord-level power in the god realm. Hearing Yi Feng's last worry, everyone also revealed a bitter smile, and then everyone's eyes all looked at Li Qi, because the solution Li Qi proposed before was exactly the same as Yi Feng's, which made them exclaim in their hearts, "It's really a master and apprentice with one mind, and the advantage is to throw the pot. Little foot, don't run away, take my hammer. Little hammer, don't run away, take my sword." At this time, two loud shouts suddenly came from the sky, and then three men who were chasing and fighting each other appeared in everyone's sight. "Fuck. Yi Xiaochui, you are crazy. Yi Xiaojian beat you, that's your business, why do you have to get me involved?" At this time, Yi Xiaojiao, who was running wildly in the front, also cursed at Yi Xiaochui behind him with a face full of anger. "Because you are easy to bully. Who told you that you can't beat me? If you don't want to be bullied by me, then you should work hard to practice and become stronger than me." Hearing Yi Xiaojiao scolding, Yi Xiaochui responded with a nonchalant look. "Fuck. What you said makes sense." For a moment, I was speechless. Hearing Yi Xiaochui's words, Yi Xiaojiao was almost crying with anger. He didn't understand. He was originally a comfortable guard here, playing with tigers and eating dragons, and his life was very comfortable, but why did Yi Xiaochui come? After coming, he beat him every day. Beating him would be fine, who would have thought that after just a few days, Yi Xiaojian, the lunatic, would also come? Who can resist this? Xiaojian started playing on his first day here? He really is not someone who can sit still. Seeing this scene in the air, Yi Feng shook his head helplessly, and then led the four robbers and Li Qi to the intersection of the mountain road. "No way. Young Master Yi, are you going to ignore me after you ask me? I'm going to be miserable if you leave." Seeing Yi Feng leave, the other 5 people looked at him with a fierce look, and Pighead Ontai panicked. "Ontai! How dare you tell on us in front of Master Yi? It seems that the beating just now was not harsh enough." When Yi Feng, the 4 robbers and Li Qi completely disappeared from everyone's sight, Zhu Shan also picked up the stick in his hand, then looked at Ontai and said with a smirk. 5 brothers. 6th brother knows he was wrong. But the upper face really can't be hit again. 5 brothers, please switch to the lower face. After saying that, Ontai turned around, lay on the ground, and stuck out his big meat slice. The whole set of movements was done by Ontai smoothly and in one go. "Master, are the stone steps under our feet Yunlang poisonous stone?" Walking on the mountain road, Li Qi also asked with surprise. "That's right. The stone steps on the entire mountain road are all Yunlang poisonous stone." "How is it, not bad?" Hearing Li Qi's question, Yi Feng also said with pride. "Master, this is really great. To be honest, I can't even imagine what's going on inside the palace gate." Li Qi responded with anticipation, and at the same time thought with relief, if I hadn't held a family spending competition in Tianqiong City, I probably wouldn't have met my master. If I hadn't met my master, it would definitely be the biggest regret of my life. Chapter 764, Shirdachuan panicked, "I don't want to swallow the demystifying divine dew. Go away. It's worthy of being the palace gate where my master is. It's so arrogant. But I have to stay calm. If I act surprised, I'll lose my master's face." When the 2 people and 4 beasts came to the top of the mountain, Li Qi saw the palace gate building made of top-grade divine crystals, the thatched cottage made of water and cloud crystals, the swimming pool filled with the blood of the sky-devouring demon dragon, and other extremely arrogant works of art, and couldn't help but marvel in his heart. "Flying pigs. Take them around the palace gate, I'll go to the palace master, to ask something first." After saying that, Yi Feng walked towards the direction of the Palace Gate Hall. "Palace Gate Hall. Palace Master Hua. Then I'll leave first." If Master Yi comes back and asks me, you can help me explain. At this time, Shi Dachuan in the hall also looked at Huashan and said reluctantly. Go. I will explain to Master Yi when the time comes. After hearing this, Huashan also nodded and responded. What to explain? Shi Dachuan, where are you going? Just then, Yi Feng's voice rang out from outside the hall. Master Yi. You're back. Seeing Yi Feng coming in from outside the hall, Huashan and Shi Dachuan also shouted in surprise, after a moment. Master Yi. Our family holds a clan competition every 10 years. And the clan competition is also related to how much industry each main and branch clan member can obtain from the family. Although it can only operate for 10 years, if the industry obtained is enough, it can also make a lot of profit in 10 years. My father is only a branch of the family, so for my father, I must go back to participate in this clan competition. At this time, Shi Dachuan also looked at Yi Feng and explained the reason why he was leaving. Master Yi. The Shi family where Shi Dachuan is located is not an ordinary family. The overall strength is very terrifying. Although it is not as good as the overlord-level forces, it is definitely stronger than the top forces. At this time, Huashan on the side also added some information about Shi Dachuan's family. Oh. Shi Dachuan, I didn't expect your family to be so strong. Then I am a little interested in this clan competition held by your family. I wonder if you can take me back with you. I also want to join in the fun. After learning about these situations, Yi Feng also became interested, and then looked at Shi Dachuan and asked. Of course. Young Master Yi. If you go, it will be an honor for our clan. Knowing that Yi Feng wanted to join in the fun, Shi Dachuan immediately agreed. By the way, have you heard of the Tushuan Divine Dew? At this time, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at the two and asked. Tushuan Divine Dew? Isn't that the sweetheart of the physical cultivators? Young Master Yi, this Tushuan Divine Dew is a unique natural treasure in the Tiandao battlefield. It can enhance the user's physical strength in a short period of time, and there are no side effects. It can be said that it is the treasure that physical cultivators want most. Hearing Yi Feng's inquiry, Huashan hurriedly told him everything he knew. I know all this. But, does this Tushuan Divine Dew have no other effects? After hearing Huashan's words, Yi Feng asked again. Yes. The Tushuan Divine Dew has another effect, but compared with its own strength, it is nothing at all. That is, after swallowing the Tushuan Divine Dew, although the physical strength will increase in a short period of time, it will lose hair. Hearing Yi Feng's second inquiry, Huashan also thought of something, and then immediately explained. Hair loss? Where is the hair loss? After hearing this, Yi Feng also asked with a surprised look on his face. Hair, eyebrows, nose hair, leg hair, etc., may all fall off. If you swallow enough Tushuanshenlu, all these hairs will fall off. At this time, Huashan also explained again. After swallowing Tushuanshenlu, the physical strength will surge, but the hair will fall off. In other words, becoming bald and becoming stronger? After knowing this situation, Yi Feng's mind involuntarily emerged with an anime character from his previous life. This thing must not be used by physical practitioners. Then who should use it to be considered a spendthrift? Thinking about it, Yi Feng's eyes involuntarily looked at Shi Dachuan on the side. Since Master Yi asked this, it proves that he definitely has the Deshian Divine Dew in his hand. But the question is, why is he looking at me now? Could it be that he wants me to take the Deshian Divine Dew? Thinking of this possibility, Shi Dachuan panicked. You know, what he is most proud of is his long flowing hair and beautiful eyebrows. If these two are lost, he will not be a great beauty, but a big ugly bastard. Xiao Shi. Do you want to make a big splash in this clan competition? Just when Shi Dachuan was panicking, Yifeng's voice rang out from the side. No. Master Yi, I don't want to. I just want to go back and compete casually, there is no need to make a splash. After hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Duchuan was more certain of his guess, and then he gave a direct answer without even hesitating. Great. Since you want to make a splash so much, I must help you. At that time, the people of the branch clan and the main clan will all be your younger brothers in front of you. After hearing Shi Duchuan's words, Yifeng also laughed and said, Who the hell wants to make a splash? I said I don't want to. How can you lie with your eyes open? Hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Duchuan was completely dumbfounded. He never thought that his answer was like a fart, and Yifeng didn't take it seriously at all. Palace Master. I brought back another person, his name is Li Qi, and he is my direct disciple. During the few days I'm away, please help take care of him. Ignoring Shi Duchuan, who was already dumbfounded, Yifeng looked at Huashan and arranged Li Qi's affairs. Personal disciple? Master Yi actually accepted a personal disciple? Doesn't that mean that there is another person in this palace whose status and position exceeds mine? Hearing what Yifeng said, Huashan shook his head and smiled bitterly. He never thought that in just one day, first 3 terrifying beasts of high status came here, and then a personal disciple was added. This made him feel that his position as the palace master was becoming more and more humble. Little Shi. What are you still standing there for? Hurry up and leave. After arranging Li Qi, Yifeng also looked at Shi Duchuan and urged him. Chapter 765 I punched them, and I had to beg them not to die. What are you doing? I'm not in a hurry, but you're in a hurry? Are you so anxious to give me the demystifying dew? Hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Duchuan felt like he was going crazy. He really didn't want to swallow the demystifying dew. Master Yi. Let's go now. I'll activate the designated space portal right away. Although he was unwilling in his heart, Shi Duchuan still showed a sweet smile and responded out loud. Hey. Although Master Yi is gone. But I left 4 uncles in the palace gate. It's really tiring to be the palace master. Seeing that both Yifeng and Shi Duchuan had walked into the space portal, Huashan also patted his face hard with his hands, and then left the palace gate hall with a kind smile. Shi family, main clan. Clan leader. Is the young master not here yet? At this time, in a guest room, Zhang Yunfei asked anxiously. Butler Zhang. I have already contacted that kid Duchuan. If nothing unexpected happens, they should be here soon. Hearing Zhang Yunfei's question, Shi Yunlong on the side also said with a smile. By the way, is the palace gate where Duchuan is really as arrogant as you said? At this time, Shi Yunlong suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Zhang Yunfei and asked. Patriarch. Absolutely true. The palace gate where the young master is far more arrogant than we imagined. Hearing Shi Yunlong's question, Zhang Yunfei also answered with a serious face. No wonder. No wonder you can do such a thing as a man dressed as a woman in order to worship in the Xinghuan palace. To be honest, I want to go over and see how arrogant the Xinghuan palace is. Hearing Zhang Yunfei's answer, Shi Yunlong also said with expectation. Father. I'm back. At this time, Shi Duchuan's voice rang out from outside the door. Butler Zhang. Go and open the door. After hearing Shi Duchuan's voice, Shi Yunlong told Zhang Yunfei, who was standing beside him. Got it, clan leader. Zhang Yunfei nodded and walked towards the door. Master. You're finally back. I almost wanted to die. When he said this, Zhang Yunfei suddenly noticed Yifeng standing next to Shi Duchuan, and then pushed Shi Duchuan aside, then looked at Yifeng respectfully and said, Young Master Yi, come in quickly. Just now I said I missed you so much. As a result, when I saw young Master Yi here, I was pushed away like a piece of garbage? Seeing Zhang Yunfei invite Yi Feng into the guest room, and then no one cared about him, Shi Duchuan was stunned. I don't know why, at this moment, he suddenly felt that he seemed a little redundant. Father. I'm back. After adjusting his mentality, Shi Duchuan walked into the guest room with a smile on his face. Seeing that his father and housekeeper Zhang were serving Yi Feng on the left and right, and no one paid any attention to him, Shi Duchuan was also a little uncomfortable and continued to shout, Father, I'm back. Before Shi Duchuan finished speaking, Shi Yunlong cursed with an unhappy look, I'm not deaf, no need to shout twice, and, are you blind, don't you see that I'm serving young Master Yi, can't you find a place to sit by yourself? Stunned. Hearing Shi Yunlong's scolding, Shi Duchuan was completely stunned. He never thought that the treatment he received after his strong return would be so miserable. Moreover, he really wanted to shout to Shi Yunlong and Zhang Yunfei, for this clan competition, do you know what price I have to pay, but you treat me like this now, don't you feel guilty? Chief Shi. You guys should sit down too. Don't be so polite to me, I feel embarrassed. At this time, Yi Feng also looked at Shi Yunlong and said with a smile. A moment later. Duchuan. As far as I know, the strong competitors of the previous main veins have encountered many opportunities in the past 10 years, and their strength seems to have become more terrifying. Moreover, many branches have also produced some geniuses. It can be said that the competition in this clan competition will be more intense. So, no matter who the opponent is, you can't take it lightly, do you hear me? When everyone was seated, Shi Yunlong also looked at Shi Duchuan with a serious face and reminded him. Father. You worry too much. In this clan competition, no matter the powerful competitors in the main line or the new talents in the branch line, in my eyes, they are all my younger brothers. When I punch them, they will have to squat down and beg them not to die. Hearing Shi Yunlong's concerns, Shi Duchuan spoke with great confidence. Although he is not a physical cultivator and his physical strength is very weak, he believes in one thing, that is, the Tushuan divine dew that Yi Feng will give him to swallow is definitely not as simple as a few drops, and that also means that all the hair on his body will be gone, and this is the most painful thing for him. Enough. Duchuan, it's okay if you like to dress up as a woman. How come you are bragging now? However, after hearing this, Shi Yunlong cursed Shi Duchuan directly. I paid such a big price to make everyone become my younger brother. In the end, you said I was bragging? Hearing Shi Yunlong's words, Shi Duchuan's mouth twitched with anger, and then he said directly, Father, do you know that there is a power in the world that can make you look down on all living beings? Ha ha ha. Ridiculous, really ridiculous. Why don't I know what power can make people look down on all living beings? Hearing Shi Duchuan's words, Shi Yunlong was stunned at first, and then laughed and mocked. Pung! 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 At this moment, Yi Feng on the side grinned, and directly slapped the small bottles filled with Tushuan divine dew on the table, and then said, Chief Shi, this kind of power is called money power. Money power? What do you mean? Although he didn't quite understand what Yi Feng meant, Shi Yunlong was full of curiosity about the row of small bottles on the table, and then asked directly, Young Master Yi, what are these bottles filled with? Tushuan divine dew. All of these bottles are filled with the Deshan divine dew. As long as Shi Duchuan swallows these Deshan divine dew, even if he is not a physical cultivator, his physical strength will surge to an extremely terrifying level in a short period of time. Hearing Shi Yunlong's question, Yi Feng also explained with a playful look. Chapter 766 Father, are you really going to persuade Butler Zhang? What? All of these are filled with the Deshan divine dew? And then, do you have to give them all to Duchuan? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Shi Yunlong couldn't believe his ears for a while. Although he had never seen the Deshan divine dew, he had heard of it. This thing is the treasure that physical cultivators want most. Even a drop is priceless. But this expensive treasure, when it came to Yi Feng, it was inappropriate, and he directly put it into the bottle? Is this the horror of money power? Chief, sure. I have plenty of this stuff. If 1 bottle is not enough, then 10 bottles. If 10 bottles are not enough, then 100 bottles. In short, it will definitely make sure Dachuan's physical strength strong enough to sweep the clan competition. Looking at Shi Yunlong, who was shocked, Yi Feng threw another bombshell. Sweep the clan competition? Then won't my branch stand up? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Shi Yunlong was so excited that his whole body trembled, but he overlooked one thing, that is, all the industries of the entire Shi family. The income that can be obtained from operating for 10 years may not be enough to afford 5 bottles of Tushuanshenlu. Chief, sure. I'm a little tired, I'll rest here tonight. At this time, Yi Feng suddenly yawned, and then walked to the bed and lay down directly. Young Master Yi. Then you have a good rest. We won't disturb you here. After that, Shi Yunlong took Shi Dachuan and Zhang Yunfei out of the guest room. Father. You have to be prepared. Tomorrow morning, when young Master Yi wakes up, who knows what he will do again. After leaving the guest room, Shi Dachuan thought of Yi Feng's habit of spending some money every morning when he woke up, and he also looked at Shi Yunlong and reminded him. Huh? Make trouble? What can young Master Yi do? Hearing this, Shi Yunlong's face showed a puzzled look. Hey. Father, you don't know Master Yi. Master Yi has a habit of buying something when he gets up every morning, and the things he buys are different every time. So, no one knows what he will do tomorrow, but what can be guaranteed is that nothing Master Yi buys is ordinary. Seeing Shi Yunlong's puzzled look, Shi Dachuan also explained. Oh. Young Master Yi has this strange habit? Then I'd like to see it tomorrow. After understanding the situation, Shi Yunlong also showed a look of expectation. Ah. Father is still too young. I don't know how devastating young Master Yi's crazy and wasteful behavior is. Forget it, wait until he feels it himself tomorrow and he'll understand. Seeing that his father was not panicked but looked forward to it, Shi Dachuan shook his head helplessly. In another guest room. The main clan has reserved 2 guest rooms for us. Originally, you and housekeeper Zhang were staying here, but young Master Yi stayed in my guest room, so we can only squeeze in. When the 3 of them came to another guest room, Shi Yunlong also called the 2 of them. Patriarch. I'll just rest on the chair for 1 night. After hearing this, Zhang Yunfei immediately reacted and expressed his attitude. Father. Are you planning to let me sleep on the table? Shi Dachuan, who also reacted, asked in confusion. If he was really asked to sleep on the dining table in the guest room, he would be really uncomfortable. You know, he is the man who wants to bring his father's branch to success. How can he be treated like this? How can that be? Tomorrow is the clan competition. If you don't get enough rest, how can you use your best condition to sweep away all the enemies tomorrow? Hearing his father's words, Shi Dachuan nodded in approval, and then walked towards the bed. The table is too small. You will definitely not sleep well. So, just sleep on the floor. However, before Shi Dachuan took a few steps, Shi Yunlong's voice rang again. The table is too small, I can't sleep well. In order to let me participate in the clan competition tomorrow in the best condition, so, let me sleep on the floor. When Shi Yunlong said this, Shi Dachuan couldn't believe his ears for a while. You know, he is the hero of the family's rise, and the result is this kind of treatment. After a while. Dachuan. The 2 pots you took out, are they the legendary glassy Nyang pots? Just when the 3 of them were preparing to rest, Shi Yunlong, who was lying on the bed, suddenly found that Shi Dachuan took out 2 pots, and then asked with a shocked look on his face. Father. Can you please stop being so startled? Although these two pots are indeed glazed inyang pots, they are just garbage in our palace, because everyone has two in their hands. The one hanging on the wall is for washing face and feet, and the one on the ground is for splashing. That's right. Do you want to splash before going to bed? Hearing Shi Yunlong's exclamation, Shi Duchuan explained calmly. Bang! After hearing Shi Duchuan's words, Zhang Yunfei, who was sitting on a chair and preparing to rest, stood up in surprise and then strode out the door. Butler Zhang. Where are you going? Seeing this scene, Shi Yunlong and Shi Duchuan, father and son, also asked with doubts on their faces. Patriarch. Young master. You guys should take a rest. I'll take advantage of the night time to touch up my makeup. I want to try again after Yi Xiao wakes up tomorrow. After that, Zhang Yunlong left the guest room directly. Nonsense. It's just nonsense. I think Butler Zhang has gone a little crazy in order to join the Xinghuan Palace. He even wants to dress up as a woman. I can't let him continue to fall. Duchuan, you should take a rest. I will go and persuade Butler Zhang to come back. After saying that, Shi Yunlong rushed out of the guest room as fast as possible. Did father really go to persuade Butler Zhang? Why do I always have a bad premonition? Looking at Shi Yunlong who was leaving, Shi Duchuan frowned and muttered to himself. Early the next morning. I had a comfortable sleep. At this time, Yifeng stretched his waist beautifully, and then sat up from the bed. Fuck. Where did the monster come from? Little foot, come and help me kick them away. However, when Yifeng opened his eyes and saw two faces, covered with thick rouge and thick red lipstick, his expression changed drastically, and he exclaimed. What kind of monster is this? How dare you use your ugly face to abuse my master? As Yifeng's voice fell, a space crack appeared here instantly, and then, Yi Xiaojiao, who came out of it, kicked the two people out with two bangs. Chapter 767, No one in our clan has done this for countless years. Young Master Yi. We will be back. As the two broke through the roof and flew out, two slightly familiar voices came back from the air. Fuck. Those two monsters just now. No, those two people just now were Chief Shi and Butler Zhang? Hearing this familiar voice, Yifeng quickly thought of the two people, but he didn't understand why these two people appeared in front of him with such appearance. Shi Duchuan likes to dress up as a woman. Chief Shi and Butler Zhang also have this habit? Could it be that everyone in this branch family has this strange habit? Thinking back to Shi Yunlong and Zhang Yunfei's appearance of men dressed as women, Yifeng also had a bold guess in his heart. Forget it. Anyway, they have been kicked away. Let's take a look at the waste products for fresh today. Then, Yifeng checked the waste products for fresh today. Today's waste product, Xinwu Ghost Pill *1000 Xinwu Ghost Pill. After taking it, the body will undergo tremendous changes, and at the same time, the body will have a certain amount of Xinwu Gongqi. Covering the body with Xinwu Gongqi can increase the body's defensibility. Condensing it in the fists, feet and other positions can increase a certain amount of attackability. The only side effect is diarrhea after the effect of the drug wears off. This thing should also be a treasure that physical cultivators like. When Yifeng learned about the situation of today's wasteful products, a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth, and then he murmured to himself, anyway, Xiaoshi is going to participate in the clan competition. He has already drunk the Tushuan Divine Dew. What's the difference between the 1000 Xinwu Ghost Pills? Dong. 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 Just then, a knock on the door suddenly sounded. Come in. After hearing this, Yifeng first signaled Yi Xiaojiao to leave, and then shouted out the door. Young Master Yi. The clan competition is about to start. We have to hurry over. When Shi Duchuan walked into the guest room, he immediately explained the situation to Yifeng. Is it going to start so soon? Okay, let's go over there quickly. Yifeng responded with anticipation. Huh. Young Master Yi, why are there two big holes in the roof? After hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Duchuan was also ready to follow Yifeng out of the guest room, but at this moment, he noticed the two big holes in the roof, and then looked at Yifeng curiously and asked. It's a bit hot in the room, so I smashed two holes to let in some air. Hearing Shi Duchuan's question, Yifeng also started talking nonsense, with a serious face. The room is hot, then you open the window. There are windows, but you don't open them, why do you have to drill two holes in the roof? After hearing Yifeng's explanation, Shi Duchuan was stunned, and then looked at the two closed windows in the room. For some reason, he felt that these two windows, like himself, seemed a bit redundant. By the way, Master Yi, have you seen my father and butler Zhang? I've been looking for them all morning, but couldn't find them. The clan competition is about to begin, but they're playing the game of disappearing. What's going on? On the way to the trial field, Shi Duchuan looked at Yifeng and asked. I didn't see them. I thought they went there first. Where will they go? Hearing Shi Duchuan's question, Yifeng pretended to be confused. After a while. Young Master Yi. This is our rest area. I'll go up to compete later, you just watch here. After arriving at a rest area, Shi Duchuan looked at Yifeng and explained the situation. Little Shi. Although this rest area is in the middle of all the rest areas, I feel it's still a bit far back. Can't we go to the rest area at the front? Sitting on a chair in the rest area, Yifeng also asked out loud. Young Master Yi. The location of the rest area is arranged according to the strength of each main vein and branch vein, but we can't go wherever we want. Hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Duchuan also explained out loud with a wry smile on his face. Can I buy it? After hearing this, Yifeng suddenly asked this question. Can I buy it? For countless years in our clan, no one has done this. Moreover, being in the front is also a symbol of strength. No one will sell it, even if someone does, the main sect will not allow it to happen. If everyone buys and sells rest areas, wouldn't it be a mess? Thinking of this, Shi Duchuan told the situation. So that's how it is. Then can I just buy directly from your main clan? As long as they are willing to sell, no matter if they are from the main clan or the branch clan, who dares to complain? After understanding this situation, Yifeng walked directly to the main stand in the front. Fuck. Can you still play like this? Buy directly from the main clan, without letting the middleman make a profit? Seeing Yifeng walking directly to the main stand, Shi Duchuan immediately followed him, and at the same time he was amazed in his heart. Duchuan. You kids still can't change your habit of dressing up as a woman. Seeing Shi Duchuan coming over with a strange young man, the main clan leader Shi Zhanfeng also said with a smile. By the way, who is this person next to you? Then, Shi Zhanfeng asked about Yifeng's identity with curiosity. Clan leader. This is Master Yi. I have already entered the palace, where Master Yi is. Master Yi came here this time to buy a rest area near the front from you. Upon hearing the clan leader's question, Shi Duchuan immediately explained his purpose. Nonsense. This is just nonsense. The rest areas arranged by the clan competition are all symbols of the strength of each main and branch. If they can be bought and sold, it would be a mess. If you want to get ahead, then work hard to improve your own strength. This symbol of strength needs to be earned with your own fists, not bought. After learning the other party's purpose, Shi Zhanfeng directly refused. 10 small bottles of Liuli Yin-Yang liquid. At this moment, Yifeng, who had been silent all the time, suddenly said this, and then threw a magic ring to Shi Zhanfeng. Fuck. It's really 10 bottles of Liuli Yin-Yang liquid. Who is this Shi Xiao? For a rest area ahead, he can actually take out such an expensive treasure. When Shi Zhanfeng checked that there were really 10 bottles of Liuli Yin-Yang liquid in the magic ring, he looked at Yifeng with shock. Sell it, and you can put it away. If you don't sell it, give it back to me, and I'll turn around and leave immediately. Seeing Shi Zhanfeng looking at him with a look of shock, Yifeng spoke again. Sell. 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 But even if it's the rest area at the front, I feel that it would be unfair to Master Yi. However, how about Master Yi just sit here? Hearing Yifeng's words, Shi Zhanfeng also quickly agreed, and this scene also made the 4 clan ancestors beside him show a hint of surprise. Chapter 768. He became bald and ugly, but he became stronger. Is this sold? Would rather slap himself in the face than get those 10 bottles of broken glazed Yin-Yang liquid? Hearing Shi Zhanfeng's words, Shi Dachuan on the side was stunned. A moment later. Little Shi. There are 100 bottles of Tushuan Shenlu in this magic ring. Take it and drink it hard for me later. If it's not enough, I still have it. By the way, take this magic ring too. There are 1,000 Shenwu ghost pills in it. When the time comes, you will eat it hard for me. You must eat it all for me in the clan competition. When Yifeng sat down, he directly handed the 2 magic rings to Shi Dachuan, and also used his spiritual consciousness to tell Shi Dachuan about these situations. What? 1 Tushuan divine dew is not enough. You gave me another Zhenwu ghost pill? It is said that after taking that thing, a special Zhenwu qi will appear in the body, which can spread all over the body to form a qi shield, and can also be condensed on the fists and feet to increase attack power, but the body will undergo great changes, and it is said that it will become extremely ugly. This will not only make me bald, but also make me ugly. I really don't want the power I get at such a price. At this time, Shi Dachuan wanted to cry to death. He couldn't understand why he just came back to participate in the clan competition, and it turned out like this. Xiao Shi. The competition has begun. You will be the first to stand on the ring. I want to see you sweep the entire clan by yourself. At this time, Yifeng saw that the competition had been announced, and then looked at Shi Dachuan and reminded him. Young Master Yi. I won't embarrass the palace. After hearing this, Shi Dachuan also gritted his teeth and then walked directly to the number 1 ring. Young Master Yi. Although Dachuan's strength is good, but there are still many demon-level geniuses in our clan. With those people, to be honest, Dachuan's chances of winning are not very high. So, it's probably not realistic for him to sweep the entire clan. At this time, Shi Zhanfeng on the side also looked at Yifeng and said with a smile. Chief Shi. I admit what you said. But the clan competition can use auxiliary treasures, and the 2 magic rings I just gave to Shi Dachuan contain auxiliary treasures that can allow him to sweep the entire clan. Hearing Shi Zhanfeng's words, Yifeng also responded with a smile. Oh. Hearing this, Shi Zhanfeng and the 4 ancestors also showed a hint of curiosity, and then the 5 of them looked towards the number 1 ring. Number 1 ring. Shi Dachuan. I didn't expect you to like dressing up as a woman. But, I have to say, you look pretty good in women's clothes. At this time, a demon-level genius from the main line also walked onto the number 1 stage, and then looked at Shi Dachuan on the opposite side and said jokingly. Shi Yang. Let's not waste any more time, let's fight. Today my goal is to sweep the entire clan, so my time is very tight. Seeing the people coming from the opposite side, Shi Dachuan did not say any more nonsense, but declared war directly, and at the same time took out all the Tushuan God Dew and Zhenwu Ghost Pill in the God Ring. Fuck. Shi Dachuan, although the clan competition allows the use of auxiliary treasures. But isn't it a bit too much for you to use it like this? Seeing that Shi Dachuan was filled with small bottles filled with strange liquids and small bottles filled with pills, Shi Yang on the opposite side was stunned. He never thought that Sir Dachuan would take out so many auxiliary treasures. Main stand. Fuck. Others would only take 1 or 2 auxiliary pills, but why did Dachuan take out so many? Is he going to take them all? Can he handle the side effects? At this time, Shi Zhanfeng, who also saw this scene, also cried out in surprise, and then prepared to stop Shi Dachuan. He couldn't bear to see his clansmen ruin themselves, because of a clan competition. Chief Shi. Little Shi's auxiliary treasures have no side effects. So, you don't need to worry about anything. Yi Feng, who noticed this situation, immediately explained. No side effects? What auxiliary treasures have no side effects? And, can swallowing so much have no side effects? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Shi Zhanfeng and the 4 ancestors were shocked again. On the other side, Shi Dachuan is really crazy this year. He even wants to sweep the entire clan by himself. Yeah, this guy is a sissy. I want to see what he can do. Why didn't the clan leader stop him? Why did he allow him to dress up as a woman to participate in the clan competition? I'm almost tempted by him. At this time, hearing Shi Dachuan's extremely arrogant words, many clan members also gathered around the number 1 ring. Fuck. Shi Dachuan is crazy. Is he going to eat all the strange liquids and pills in those small bottles? Seeing Shi Dachuan on the opposite side eating pills one by one, and drinking a few bottles of that strange liquid when he choked, Shi Yang on the opposite side was stunned. Click. 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 As time passed, a strange noise came out of Shi Dachuan's body. At the same time, Shi Dachuan's proud flowing long hair and beautiful eyebrows began to fall rapidly, and even the nose hairs were not spared. Not only that, Shi Dachuan's body began to change. His slender arms, long thighs, perfect upper body, and muscles all over his body began to expand rapidly. The beautiful white dress on his body was instantly torn by the surging muscles. At the same time, an invisible sense of oppression began to permeate the whole venue. This weird situation stunned everyone present. Crap. What kind of auxiliary treasure did Shi Dachuan swallow? Now he looks like a prehistoric monster, and it also brings me an invisible sense of oppression. What the hell is going on? At this time, looking at the humanoid monster opposite, Shi Yang was really panicked. Main stand. Bang. At this time, Shi Zhanfeng also stood up from his seat in shock. Looking at the unrecognizable humanoid monster on the ring, Shi Zhanfeng was trembling with fear, and thought in horror, he has become bald and ugly, but he has become stronger. In fact, he now makes me feel a sense of crisis. Master Yi. What are the 2 auxiliary treasures you gave him? After recovering from his shock, Shi Zhanfeng looked at Yi Feng and asked hurriedly. Nothing. It's 100 bottles of Tushuan Shenlu and 1,000 Jinwu ghost pills. Hearing Shi Zhanfeng's question, Yi Feng also responded casually. Chapter 769 Humanoid Monster, 1 bullet for 1 kid. Others buy Tushuan Shenlu by the drop, but you buy it by the bottle? And you buy it by the bottle right away? As for Jinwu ghost pill, not to mention the various rare divine herbs needed for refining, it can only be refined in the Tiangang cave in the Tiandao battlefield, and it may not be successful every time it is refined. It can be said that it is an extremely rare pill. As a result, you buy 1,000 pills right away? Hearing Yi Feng's words, both Shi Zhanfeng and the 4 clan ancestors beside him showed an expression of disbelief on their faces. Young Master Yi. Aren't these auxiliary treasures you gave him a bit too much? To put it bluntly, even if Dachuan won the first place, the industry that the clan gave them couldn't earn a fraction of these auxiliary treasures in 10 years. This is really too wasteful. After recovering from his shock, Shi Zhanfeng looked at Yi Feng and tried to persuade him, because Shi Dachuan still had some Tushuan Shenlu and Jinwu Guidan that he hadn't taken. If he could stop it immediately, it would save a lot of losses, After all, the terrifying power that Sir Duchuan can now burst out is enough to sweep across the clan. Chief Sir. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Yi Feng, and I am a prodigal son. I am not afraid of him being a prodigal son, I am afraid that he will not be a prodigal son. Because the more he loses, the happier I am, so I will not stop him. Hearing Shi Zhongfeng's persuasion, Yi Feng shook his head and then directly expressed his thoughts. You are a prodigal son? Even if you are a prodigal son, you can't lose so madly. After hearing what Yi Feng said, Shi Zhongfeng didn't know what to say for a while. Young Master Yi. We are here. Just then, the voices of Shi Yunlong and Zhang Yunfei came from a distance. Fuck. What's going on? Why are Shi Yunlong and his housekeeper dressed as women? Seeing the two people running quickly from a distance, Shi Zhongfeng's eyes almost popped out in shock. Young Master Yi. Can't you really give us a chance? We really want to join your palace. When the two came to the main stand, they didn't care about the strange looks from the people around them, and looked directly at Yi Feng and asked. You suddenly dressed up as women, just to join my Xinghuan palace? Hearing Shi Yunlong's words, Yi Feng understood it all at once, and then smiled bitterly and said, Chief Shi, I accepted Duchuan into the palace, it was really just an accident. I will not accept all men dressed as women into the palace, so you should not dress like this in the future. Young Master Yi. Then we will return to normal, can you give us a chance? After hearing this, Shi Yunlong asked again unwillingly. No. Our palace is too poor, we really can't afford to support so many people. So, Chief Shi should give up this idea. Hearing Shi Yunlong's repeated questioning, Yi Feng also decisively rejected the other party. Your palace is poor. Do you have any misunderstanding about poverty? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Shi Yunlong was completely stunned. At this time, Shi Zhongfeng on the side felt that something was wrong, and directly pulled Shi Yunlong aside. Shi Yunlong. What's going on? Why do you want to join Master Ye's palace so much? After being pulled aside, Shi Zhongfeng couldn't help but ask directly out of curiosity. Patriarch. Let me tell you briefly about Master Ye's palace. After you finish listening, you will understand why I want to join Master Ye's palace. Hearing Shi Zhongfeng's question, Shi Yunlong told him some information about the Xinghuan palace. After a while. The thatched cottage, made of Shuiyun Huanjing. The blood pool of the devouring demon dragon. The steps of Yunlang poisonous stone. The white flame dark dew is the water for dragons to bathe. The most important thing is that everyone is equipped with 2 glazed inyang pots, one for washing feet and one for washing. Hearing the last situation, Shi Yunlong was dumbfounded, because he didn't know whether the 10 bottles of glazed inyang liquid that Yi Feng had just given him were poured out of the water purification pot or the urinal. Patriarch. Young Master Ye's terror is far beyond our imagination. To put it bluntly, although our clan is very powerful, if young Master Yi wants to destroy us, we may not even have the ability to resist. At this time, seeing Shi Zhongfeng who was dumbfounded, Shi Yunlong also reminded him seriously. Do you need to say this? Didn't you see the humanoid monster in the distance? Now even if I and the 4 ancestors join forces, I'm afraid we can't stop his punch. Hearing Shi Yunlong's reminder, Shi Zhongfeng pointed at Shi Duchuan in the distance and said helplessly. Fuck. What the hell is that? Enemy attack? When Shi Yunlong saw the humanoid monster on the stage in the distance, his expression changed drastically and he exclaimed. Bang! Hearing this, Shi Zhongfeng slapped Shi Yunlong on the head, and then cursed, What the hell, that's your son Shi Duchuan. Because he took a lot of Tu Xuanshan Lu and Jinwu Guidan, he became bald and ugly, but he became stronger, even strong enough to sweep the entire clan. What? That humanoid monster is my son? He cares so much about his appearance, but for this clan competition, he is willing to pay such a price? After knowing that the humanoid monster is his son, Shi Yunlong also exclaimed with a drastic change of expression, and at the same time, a touch of emotion appeared on his face. He really didn't expect that his son was willing to pay such a big price for the family. Shi Dachuan, I don't want to, but I can't help it. Bang! At this time, Shi Dachuan, who had swallowed all the Tushuan Divine Dew and Jinwu Ghost Pill, suddenly exerted force with his feet, and the entire ring collapsed instantly. At the same time, the whole person instantly appeared in front of Shi Yang, and then flicked his fingers lightly, and directly bounced Shi Yang out. Today, I want to challenge the entire clan. It's too troublesome for you to come one by one, so I'm going to challenge all of you. At this time, Shi Dachuan also looked at everyone very arrogantly and shouted loudly. We don't want to challenge you. Don't do it recklessly. But the people who heard this were completely panicked, because they knew one thing, that is, all the clansmen together would never be Shi Dachuan's opponent. Too brutal. Too brutal. Shi Dachuan, who turned into a humanoid monster, really shot a kid with one shot. On the main stand, Yifeng saw Shi Dachuan flicking the tribesmen one by one, and he also talked to himself excitedly. He really didn't expect that the effect of the Tushuan God Dew and Jinwu Ghost Pill would be so strong. Chapter 770 Chief Shi, do you need me to call people to kill them? A moment later. Fuck. Whoever dares to say that Dachuan is a bitch in the future, I will hit him with a hammer. That year, I lay on the ground and didn't know what my opponent was. Too brutal. Dachuan flicked me away like a chicken, and I was almost killed by it. Who can withstand this blow? When all the tribesmen who participated in the competition lay on the ground and wailed, many people also cried to each other. Main stand. Is this the power of a prodigal? This young master, you really refreshed my understanding of prodigals. At this time, Shi Zhanfeng, who saw this scene, also looked at Yifeng with shock on his face. Ding! Congratulations to the host for triggering the wasteful behavior. Reward 1 million wasteful points. Reward 1 million small bottles of Tushuan Shenlu. Reward for breaking through a small realm. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing today's wasteful product. Reward 500,000 wasteful points. Reward 1 million Jinwu Ghost Pills. Reward a random breakthrough scroll. Reward for breaking through a small realm. At the same time, the system's reward prompt sound also rang continuously from Yifeng's mind. Then, 2 breakthrough auras burst out from Yifeng's body, and this scene once again stunned Shi Zhanfeng and the 4 clan ancestors. The 9th level of the Divine Emperor realm. And I was rewarded with another random breakthrough scroll. With the previous reward, I now have 2 random breakthrough scrolls in my hand. Is the system so anxious for me to break through? Feeling that his cultivation level had soared by 2 small realms again, and there was another random breakthrough scroll, Yifeng also muttered to himself with a thoughtful look on his face. Forget it. Don't think about it. Since the system has given me the reward, I'll just use it up later. Besides, I'll be back in the upper realm in 2 days, so I'll officially ascend to the divine realm then. After a moment, Yifeng made a decision in his heart. 1 million bottles of Tushuan Shenlu. 1 million Jinwu Guidan. This is tailor-made for Shi Dachuan. If he knew I prepared such a big gift for him, he would be so happy. After Yifeng checked the system reward, he smiled and talked to himself. Ha ha ha. Brother Shi, today is your clan's clan competition. I just happened to be passing by here, with 5 little guys from my clan. How about I let these 5 little guys around me spar with your clan members? Just then, a shouting voice came from a distance. Then, a 10-meter-long one-horned blue flame lion flew over from a distance. At the same time, a middle-aged man and 5 young men sitting on it also entered everyone's sight. It turned out to be Zhou Qianfeng. You just happened to pass by here. I think you are here to mess things up on purpose. If it were in the past, I would definitely be very angry. But today, you really hit a wall. Seeing the person coming, especially after knowing the other party's intention, Shi Zhanfeng was not angry, but grinned. Fuck. What the hell is going on? Where is the clown competition? Why are all the people lying down? However, when Zhou Qianfeng noticed the strange situation below, his face suddenly changed. For some reason, he suddenly felt an inexplicable uneasiness. Until he noticed the humanoid monster standing below, he finally knew where this uneasiness came from. Fuck. Where did that monster come from? Could it be that all the people of the Shi family were killed by him? That is to say, the Shi family is now being attacked by monsters, and then I caught up with them? Feeling the strong sense of crisis brought to him by Shi Dachuan, Zhou Qianfeng panicked directly. He never thought that the Shi family would encounter a life-and-death crisis, but he happened to catch up with them. Ha ha ha. Brother Shi. I was just joking just now. We are just passing by. If nothing happens, we will leave first. After saying that, Zhou Qianfeng slapped the one-horned blue flame lion under him frantically, and shouted anxiously, "Turn around and run, and rush forward. If you rush forward again, we will all die here." Hearing Zhou Qianfeng's scolding, the one-horned blue flame lion also reacted, and then turned around and prepared to escape quickly. Chief Shi. Who is the other party? Do you need me to call people to kill them? Looking at Zhou Qianfeng and others who were fleeing quickly, Yi Feng also looked at Shi Zhanfeng with curiosity and asked. Young Master Yi. The leader is called Zhou Qianfeng, the patriarch of the Zhou family. Our Shi family and their Zhou family are old rivals. But we won't kill them. It would be best if we can teach them a little lesson. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Shi Zhanfeng also expressed his thoughts. System. Encountered a strong enemy. Notify Yi immediately and ask him to bring 100,000 golden armor guards out to get some fresh air. No, come out to show support. After hearing Shi Zhanfeng's words, Yi Feng immediately gave the system an order. Little Shi. Come back quickly. The opponent's strength is too terrifying, you are not their opponent at all. I have called for people, leave the rest to me. At this moment, Yi Feng saw Shi Dachuan suddenly soaring into the sky and chasing Zhou Qianfeng and others directly. He also shouted immediately, and at the same time secretly thought in his heart, you have almost played, you have to give my golden armor army a chance to play. The opponent's strength is too terrifying? I am not their opponent? After hearing what Yi Feng said, Shi Dachuan, who was flying in the air, was completely stunned. Then he thought to himself, I can beat the shit out of them with one punch, but why did Master Yi stop me? Call someone? Dachuan can easily deal with them alone. Why did Master Yi call someone? At this time, Shi Zhanfeng, who was standing aside, also showed a puzzled look. Brother Shi. The mountains remain unchanged and the water flows forever. We will meet again if we are destined to. Just when Zhou Qianfeng thought he was about to escape from here, he laughed and shouted at Shi Zhanfeng, but before he finished speaking, he found that the space around him suddenly became turbulent, and then, huge space cracks one after another surrounded them. A moment later. Fuck. Who are these people? When the 100,000 golden armored troops walked out of the cracks in various spaces in neat steps, Zhou Qianfeng, Shi Zhanfeng, Shi Yunlong, Shi Dachuan and others all exclaimed in shock. The appearance of the 100,000 golden armored troops was really too shocking. What are you doing? I just want to come here to smash the place for fun? Do you want to do this to me? When Zhou Qianfeng felt the terrifying aura emanating from the 100,000 golden armored troops, he was directly scared to death. He felt that any of these 100,000 terrifying existences could easily wipe them out.